We as a society follow a monkey see, monkey do mentality, or even monkey see, monkey want mentality. This means that we as a society have no real original thought, and whatever it is that we see on TV or through other forms of advertisement, we are subject to do those things or want those things. It is because of this that our thoughts are created by the ruling class. In this case, the ruling class is whoever is in control of media. These themes can be found in Marx's The Ruling Class and the Ruling Ideas, where he states, "The ideas of the ruling class are in every epoch the ruling ideas. The class which is the ruling material force of society is at the same time its ruling intellectual force. Those in control of our media include most high-level corporations, and it is because of them we think the way we do. These corporations choose what we see in the media, using something that we pay little attention to, yet are greatly surrounded by, visual and moving media. And along with that, anything that is important or anything that has any value is replicated." As Dahlgren said, the language of the spectacle consists of signs of the ruling production, which at the same time are the ultimate goal of this production. He also states that the spectacle is the main production of present-day society. In addition, the society which rests on modern industry is not accidentally or superficially spectacular, it is fundamentally specialist. In the spectacle, which is the image of the ruling economy, the goal is nothing, development everything. The spectacle aims at nothing other than itself. With anything that is important and anything of any value, there is always replication. Benjamin states that man-made artifacts could always be imitated by men, and that replicas were made by pupils in practice of their craft, by masters for diffusing their works, and finally by third parties in the pursuit of gain. Jenkins even states that increasingly, however, it becomes difficult to determine which markets are ancillary and which are core to the success of a media narrative. The process may start with any media channel, but a successful product will flow across media until it becomes pervasive within the culture at large. Comics into computer games, television shows into films, and so forth. He used the example of Star Wars, saying that spoofs and parodies of Star Wars were omnipresent the summer of 1999. Jenkins also states that for this synergy-based strategy to be successful, media audiences must not simply buy an isolated product or experience, but rather must buy into a prolonged relationship with a particular narrative universe, which is rich enough and complex enough to sustain their interest over time and thus motivate a succession of consumer choices. In addition to all of this, we are an overly visual society, and that visual media is the dominant media in our society. As McLuhan states, to a highly literate and mechanized culture, the movie appeared as a world of triumphant illusions and dreams that money could buy, which then leads to me saying that we are driven by spectacles. Dahlgren states that the spectacle presents itself as something enormously positive, indisputable, and inaccessible. It says nothing more than that which appears is good, and that which is good appears. The attitude which it demands, in principle, is passive acceptance, which in fact is already obtained by its matter of appearing without reply, but its monopoly of appearance. Lastly, what we see is what we think. Mulvey states that women are objects of men's sexual desires, and that the magic of the Hollywood style, at its best, and all of the cinema which fell within its sphere of influence arose, not exclusively, but in one important aspect, from its skilled and satisfying manipulation of visual pleasure. Women displayed as sexual object is the leitmotif of erotic spectacle, from pinups to striptease, from Ziegfeld to Busby Berkeley. She holds the look, plays to, and signifies male desire. In addition to Mulvey, Dyer digs deeper on gays and their stereotypes, and the establishment of normalcy through social and stereotypes is one aspect of the habit of ruling groups, to attempt to fashion the whole society according to their own worldview, value system, sensibility, and ideology, which then brings us back to the fact that the ruling class is in charge of the thoughts of our society.